Welcome back. This is live trading on 6/30/2025. And yeah, just going to narrate as I normally do. Price is already off to London low this morning. Can't tell if my Wi-Fi is like fucked today or something. It seems fine. But we hit all-time high with B adjust. So that was the main thing that I've been focused on. So in my system, it's like I'm only going to be targeting 4-hour key levels or time-based levels. And so if there's no, like if we're at all-time high, right, and there's no 4-hour key level or time-based level for me to target, but I'm getting a reaction, that's a conservative risk trade. So I'm going to keep that lower risk. Just understanding, like every time we hit all-time high, just like you literally look at it, it's probably about a 90% chance that you're going to consolidate or move higher. And not even 90%. It's like, I would say 95% chance you're going to consolidate or move higher, and we're consolidating. There's probably a 5% chance that you consolidate and then reverse down lower, like to like reverse, like down in these levels and stuff like that. It's a very low chance just from watching previous price action. So there's a 4-hour fair value gap. It's actually a breakaway gap. It is technically a breakaway gap. I'm just gonna breakaway gap, and I did add that. Oh my gosh, I did add that as a specification. And let's go. Where is it? Just make sure that RDRB in context with breakaway gap. Yeah, we have no red folder today either. So that just traded into London low. This is a 4-hour RDRB. I know it's in a 4-hour RDRB, so we're just gonna watch that. In terms of the daily to me, like, we took out all-time high. I mean, there's a daily fair value gap down here. I need to hide this for a second. So there's a fair value gap forming, but that's the current day. So there's a daily fair value gap that has been confirmed right down here. But in terms of like that, I just see daily, weekly. I think it's just likely to consolidate. I mean, it's pushing. It's closed through structure. It's not like it's like nothing crazy going on here. I don't anticipate it moving down into this daily fair value gap as of right now. That would be pretty big movement, but it might. That would be by the weekly point of control down here. It's interesting, actually. Getting a lot of selling. This looks like it might trade into the breakaway gap. I don't know. I just think daily, like, I suppose that yes, like ERL, external range liquidity, internal range liquidity. I'll say that the daily is a little more bearish. It's failing to displace and it has this internal range liquidity right here. So when I see that, I would say that any movement on H4, it would just be generally conservative risk. I'm going to evaluate this on the 1 minute too. Just watch. It's just flushing through with no real care. A lot of selling. When did it trade in? This big can. This is the 931 candles when it traded in. Just gonna wait for clarity here. So it traded into a 4-hour breakaway gap. We'll see if that actually breaks away or not. It is RDRB breakaway gap. It might not. It might buy up. Sometimes that'll happen, especially when they're close together like that. That's why I don't trail stops always to the breakaway gap. Is when RDRB is like literally like right there, there's a lot of liquidity often right at the breakaway gap and reason to go down and get it. This daily fair value gap is here as well. I'm trying to think of scenarios like in terms of risk. If we were to fail flip London low down to Asia low, I mean that would be a full risk scenario. It would be a full risk scenario. We have to have like, if I'm the fail flip, there needs to be an interaction with that buy side liquidity. So that fair value gap or a high. I'm not gonna just sell just because of interactions with sell side liquidity only. Area of value right here. London high is open. London low is traded into Asia low. It's down here. New week's opening gaps down low. You have the daily fair value gap lower. Potential movement. It has consolidated. It very well may move down. I just would say it's a lower probability. So I'm going to use my discretion here and just say generally that is a lower probability that it's going to trade into that gap instead of just continue consolidating. So I'll likely keep risk a little lighter on this, but let's just see how price reacts. Like I would rather have higher risk on a long than on a short, despite the daily doing what it's doing. You have to use discretion, you know. It's like we're at all-time high. It's low chance of a reversal. It's very high chance of consolidation. I mean, extremely high chance, and we have been consolidating. Like you can just see like consolidation. What I think is more likely is that this is going to be trapped, and we'll move up here, and then trap, and then trap, and then trap, and go back and forth. But we'll see. So you have this bearish for value gap. See if we interact with it. There's been no sweep of sell side liquidity in London low, and what I mean by that is 1 minute sell side liquidity. So any displacement, I'd need to see like a reaction from a reaction, basically, just to kind of gauge that more properly. A lot of selling down in this region. I would say if we are, to get back above London low, that would be very bullish. This whole, trapped leg. This is definitely some people trapped. We'll see if it like holds. So it's traded into the bearish for value gap. So on a fail flip, like if price were to from here then put in a bearish fair value gap down, I'd sell that. Changing the state of delivery, it'd be a squeeze, and then I'd squeeze it, down to Asia low. If it's to create a fair value gap, the order flow wise, the only thing you can do right now to show bullish order flow is invert this fair value gap. And so I would need to see from this displacement, continued displacement. So it's like we've created a bullish fair value gap, but order flow, not as much. So it's like, how does price react to having created that displacement? The question is, does it continue displacing or does it not? Getting up into a selling point of control here. Just curious if it'll trap. I'd be very interested in seeing price close back above London low. So you've created that first displacement, and price instead is pushing away. So just going to wait, see what it's doing. If this creates a fair value gap and changes the state of delivery, I would take a sell. If it closes up above this, from this displacement, I would take a buy. Both would be conservative risk. The reason being is that this is a time, or actually, let me think about that for a second. The sell would be conservative risk, and I'm using my discretion on that because we're at all-time high. And I just like doing a fat sell. Oh, something I do want to look at is ADD is inverting fair value gaps. Right now it's bullish at the moment. Opened up high, moved down, bullish at the moment. Just gonna watch this. Need to see clear displacement. So this is more on alignment with, change the state delivery, inverting. This is more in alignment with a bullish movement. And the VIX is rising. There's a little bit of misalignment here, to be honest. But overall, the VIX is rising and we're under 20. More likely for a smaller bearish movement. ADD is showing a bullish movement. Price action is consolidating. It's just gonna wait, listen to price, and probably keep risk low on this, to be honest. And these things I'm beginning to just use these very simply. I'm just beginning to use them. So I'm actually not going to directly make decisions based on them, but I'm going to observe them as I'm trading this. So I will focus on, my plan as is. In terms of 4-hour key levels, this is London high, so it's a time-based level. But it is, and I have to be aware of the time as well. We're getting into a lower risk time. From this, I would want to see this inverted if I were to go long. I would want to see a bearish fair value gap if I was to go short, squeezing out this long movement. Got 2 more minutes for it to do that before I'm in a conservative risk time of day. I'm just trying to be a little mindful. I'm at a very, in terms of my trailing drawdown, I have a lot of available trailing drawdown, and so my risk is, in that sense, is high. And so I'm really trying to just be mindful of that fact and wisely place that higher risk. So this is looking very bearish. Let's see if this will hold a fair value gap. If so, just gonna wait. It's squeezing them, but if so, I would take a low risk sell, but have it be targeting way down lower and see if we get a flush. Now, we're interacting with this sell side liquidity. All right, I'm gonna take a low risk sell if this does hold. I know that there is a failure to displace there, but I'm more focused on the progression of each of these, and it looks like a squeeze. So let's just see. Stops. If I get stopped, that's fine. Low risk on this. The stop loss right at that wicks. God, my fucking mouse. Okay, that's fine. We'll see. That might immediately go. I just have this way down here, 22,600. By the time I'm in here, it might stop me out. We'll see. Anyways, yeah. So, if it comes up above that displacement, then it's a low risk. We're now in a low risk time of day too. So, at this point, like anything really higher would be low risk until 10. Just gonna see if we get. I know there's some, like, I'm using my discretion on this a bit. Like, I'm anticipating that these sellers, if we do trade back into my entry area, it's gonna be a flush through. Just there's a lot of aggression there, but it's more like just what has happened. Price had an opportunity to buy up from displacement. It did not. Inverted that gap. We're just playing around with that. If we reclaim it, we reclaim it. Whatever, but gonna see, if price continues to reward this aggression. Low risk because we're at all-time high, and a big bearish move is unlikely, but I'm still just, we have this 4-hour breakaway gap, have this daily potential movement. VIX is rising, but it's under 20. Those kinds of confluences coming here as well. It's just the obvious, bearish order flow of under London low. All right, so we'll see if this, like I would anticipate, will flush, given that it trades back, down. I want to see it continue the squeeze. Seller's getting trapped again. Right at the low of the candle as well. Let's see if it continues back down. Just overall, let's see if it'll flush to Asia. That's like my first main area is Asia, and then there's this daily for value gap. Low risk. If we close through this low down here, I don't want to see this high traded back through, so I'd trail my stop loss up to there. Be a little more aggressive on that. I would say even if we trade into that low, yeah, I'm going to trail up to there. The reason is we're squeezing, and I want to see that squeeze continued. I will draw out, just for my education, the 2R region. So, looking left, area value. This one, I'm just gonna show 2R. If it makes it to 2R, then it makes it to 2R. I think Asia low is high probability. I don't want to see a reversal here. Price keeps doing this. Yeah, I'm gonna leave my stop loss where it's at. I don't want to see a reversal. Like we keep failing to displace lows, and so in a squeeze, especially in a breakaway gap like this, I mean, I don't want to keep seeing sellers getting trapped. I want to see that rewarded. So, it's just what I want to see. See if this will flush. Sellers keep getting, it's like it won't reward selling. At some point it will though, most likely, or just trap them. You know what I'm saying? Like we'll see if we get an expansion, is what I'm trying to say. We'll see if we get an expansion. I think it's giving me vibes like it could be a fatty, but we'll see. The trade entry was at 9:44. Yeah, it was still within that time, so. Just every low it keeps failing to displace. I want to see it really close through. Close through low. Reward that selling. And I mean, honestly, like it's to that point where I wouldn't even really be that interested in longing unless it pushed up much more. So we'll see if this will continue. I'm curious what ADD is showing. Consolidation. Yeah, I mean, this RDRB is basically the last stand before my stop loss, so we'll see if it'll. Oh, God. Okay. See if it flushes or not. Yeah, I got it. Shit's annoying. Anytime, I swear, it's like anytime there's a lot of sellers come in, it just immediately is like trapping them. But then it's also like not trapping them fully. Like I'm still technically not trapped until, well, I guess I'm a little trapped if the entries close through, but it's like really till the stop loss hit. And that's why I have my stop loss where it's at. God damn it. Keep thinking it's Apex notification. Can you imagine if that's the fucking stop loss placement? Well, that would be a god loss placement. That shit flushes. Obviously, you know, if it hits, it hits. It's equal highs at this point, but like that was like literally to the tick. Let's see if it, like literally the tick. Let's see if that'll like actually continue or I don't know. It's moments like these that are like, damn. Pretty unreal. Yeah, I think it's low probability that it's can do anything but get hit. So it's like the only place for price to go right now. Oh my god, just take it. What is going on? It's actually blowing my mind. Don't squeeze the fuck out of it. Don't squeeze the fuck out of it. God damn it. Okay, I don't know why it keeps doing this. I'm not like liquidating my account. It like gives me like such stress. It just like hits. It's like literally $100 loss. It's like keeps fucking like cancellation failed. It's like motherfucker. Like nothing happened. Like stop giving me fucking stress. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of this for a second. I just do that. You know, just to get a fresh slate. But I mean, this price action is like exactly what I'm talking about and why I'm low risk right now. Like identical to what I'm talking about. It's got 10 a.m. If price were to close, I would want to see it close back above this level. If that were something that it were to do, like this original level that was not closed through, we displaced through it. If that's something that price were to do, then I would be interested in going long. But it would still it would still be low risk just because of the daily. And overall, like, I think it's likely we're going to be in consolidation. So I'm not, I'm just kind of going to wait. London high is 4-hour external range liquidity now. We have this 4-hour movement. There's potential daily movement. Let's see what happens. I'm not gonna lie, like, I'm fucking tired of no movement. Just in general in the markets recently, like, I'm tired of it. When you just look, like, do you know, like, I mean, sometimes I just, like, sit with myself and I'm like, okay, like, do you realize, like, how many people just got fucked? And I'm like, okay, like, we're chilling. It's just, like, the amount of, I mean, there was an inverted fair value gap here, inverted fair value gap here. There was, this here. There was so many things. Just very, very large amount of things going on. So, let's calculate. Let me just calculate something. Yeah, so the trailing drawdown didn't change, so I lost $109 per account. Just doing risk calculations. $541. All right. Well, yeah. I mean, I have a lot of risk left on the day, to be honest. Just kind of just waiting and see what goes down. I'm not interested until I would say the London low is interacted with again. Like, as long as we're down in here, I don't really know what's going on, I'm gonna say. For a short, I suppose I would potentially, if price were to displace hard again, I would get back in. But oh man, but yeah. Wow. Well, I mean, VIX is rising under 20. Some small bearish move. I guess we got a pretty small bearish move. What's the ADD doing? It's rising too. Yeah, we'll see if it does or not. I actually really like this ADD. So just change the state delivery on it. Close above here. I have a feeling like if we close above there, that'll be the same thing as if it closes above here. Must be very low volume right now. Oh, it's so low volume. Very challenging markets to make money in. But but holding the money through them again, that's also very challenging, and that's the part I've been working on a lot. And then also being available to make money like on Friday. Um, just having volatility move with the context, risk volatility move with the context. Yeah, unless something dramatic. What is the red folder again later? NFP. Is it July 4th. I was like, is it a holiday? Yeah, it is. No shit. Okay. Wow, it's July 4th. That's crazy. I'm so like in my own world, to be honest. Maybe with the red folder we'll have more volatility. I'm watching this, see if it's still on here for about 35 more minutes. I'm just gonna wait and see any clear displacement form. If I were to go long, I would want to see this entire, like, this whole thing close above. To me, like that's where a lot of the trapping. It's a buying point of control. Buying point of control. And a fair value then. I don't know. I'm just using my discretion on that. It's like I just see it as, I guess when you look at order flow, just selling wise. I just really want to see the majority of sellers in that candle B trap. Looks like it might happen. See. Trade up to London high. Really, really low volume right now. Oh. I just like want like I was like, oh, can we fast forward? It's not a video. I'm not watching a video. We need volume candles. Let's go. Let's go. I knew what we were missing. I can't believe that is even something. That hollow candle. fill any of the candles? Oh, it does. I don't understand that. Wow. Bars. Phenomenal. Jesus Christ. People really focus on the shit that just does not matter. Like whether they're looking at, they're like, oh, because I'm looking at the same information with a fucking bar instead of a Japanese candlestick that somehow it's gonna like change this. I want to see. Actually, this might do what I'm looking for it to do. Let's see. Volume picking up on this. Yes. Okay. I'd have a stop loss, but if it like trades up into here, do see if it traps these people. Okay. See if it holds something like that. All right, we're in. Gonna go for another stab at it. See if this will hold or not. Stop's just gonna be right below these candle bodies. Relatively tight stop. Again, if we're like squeezing and trapping and that kind of thing, like I don't want to see this traded right back into, falling right back in. This will probably be the last trade of the day. 22, 916, 25. 22, 9, 25. See if this will go. Formed a fair value gap right here. I really would not want to see that. I don't know why I just made that so long. Here. Formed a fair value gap. There we are. Alright. 2.65. Yeah, I definitely want to see that fair value gap bought up. It's not what I want to see. I almost just want to close the trade, to be honest, but just gonna let it be. I have a stop, like, it's like, I don't know why I'd close the trade. Like, I have a stop loss where a stop loss is set. It's like, oh, it's not reacting how I want it to. It's like, yeah, but I have a stop loss where the stop loss is set. So just gonna keep the stop loss where it's at. That being said, I would tighten this up just to the fair value gap low. The reasoning is I do not, like, this is to me, like, it really just should not be erased. I'm not trying to like be in a consolidation, and so I'm gonna tighten that up. The fact that it formed a new fair value gap, and I'm not trying to like hold price, as it comes down into here and maybe comes back up. Like I want to see it flush through. So these very high volume candles, positive delta candles, like they should be respected. So just gonna put the stop loss a little tighter. It's a small amount, but it it's just it still will make a difference. If we do get stopped, I say we, just talking to myself. It'd blow my mind if it got like zero reaction. Like, oh my god. Okay. Damn. It's really not ideal. This is definitely like, I would say this is the last trade of the day for me. Gosh. Alright, NASDAQ. Yeah, I'm probably just gonna be done. Like, this is just, let's see. Honestly, like, this is what I'm talking about fucking all-time high trading. It's just like unbelievable. So, draw out these positions. Technically, I'm not done. I'm using my discretion. I'm going to just stay here until the end of my trading time because, again, technically, I do have a lot of risk still left on the day. 109. This is like 140. If anything, I would still be apt on a short, but I'd want to see it like close lower. Really want to see how it reacts to this. I would call this the first displacement. Let's just see how it reacts to that. I'm really just not trying to keep getting chopped. It's all low risk for these reasons, but what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to wait for just really, really, like, given this, I'm going to wait for something. The only way that I can think to rationalize just staying on here is to not keep doing the same thing, right? Because, like, price is not following through, so I need to just wait and see if price does something kind of more violent. You know what I'm saying? Like, just a closure, a sharp closure through something here, low risk, and see if I can't get a little off it. But I mean, at this point, it's just like consolidation galore. So I'm not trying to just keep losing, money on this. Volume's picking up a little bit. All right, I'm gonna give that one last go. Let me give that one last go. From that first displacement, to me, that was very clear. I'm just going to target Asia low. 22,750. All right, let's see if this one will fall through. Volume's picked up. We'll see if we finally get a squeeze. Come on, NASDAQ. I accept the risk on this. Just making that clear. I accept the risk. I think I only put 2 on, right? Yes, I'm keeping risk a little lower just because of what I've been seeing. So I really want to see volume continue. I'm not like apt for 6.9K, 3.8K, like 2.9K. We want to see volume stay high. Really fucking annoying. I will say this is going to be the last trade. I'm just going to use my discretion on this. If this isn't going to fall through, then I'm not interested in this third trade. I'm going to have a fair value gap from a fair value gap. I'm gonna trail my stop loss up on this to this high. We have a fair value gap from a fair value gap. In no way in a squeeze should that not be held. Absolutely no fucking way should that not be held. Okay. From that fair value gap, we pushed away with a new fair value gap. I'm going to draw it out just so I'm not going crazy. It's like I do not want to see that middle candle engulfed back up. It could. It might do it. It's like, but, we just had volume injected. We had a higher volume. I'm not trying to see this continue. I'm just listening. Don't want to see continued consolidation, like inversion of this order flow. So I'm trailing my stop loss on this. Can we finally get a flush, or are you going to just continue fucking inverting shit? Come on, NASDAQ. damn it, it keeps doing this shit. Puts me at the top. Alright, I'm out of this bitch, bro. I'm so fucking pissed right now. Like, I hate fucking consolidation so fucking goddamn much. Whatever, it's fine, but, um, I want to balance it between like just rage quitting and like also I still fucking have risk on the day. You know, it's like I really severely want to get the fuck off the chart, but it's like we're gonna wait. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, like that almost never happens. Losing 3 trades I swear to God, I haven't done that in the past fucking 3 months. It's all low risk, and yeah, like it wasn't. It's a little over half of, what I had on Friday, but I'm fucking pissed. I'm not gonna lie, like I can't stand these fucking markets right now. It's like this shit is unbelievable. Be right back. If anything, I'd be leaning bearishly on this just because it's being accepted under London low. Maybe I moved my stop up a little bit too much, but I don't know. That closes with down at all. Uh, I would go one more go into this. This is certainly the last. This is the last trade of the day. I want to see this whole thing liquidated. That whole consolidation. All that. Let's see it all liquidated. Come on, Nasdaq. You're gonna finally make the move? Liquidate them. All a little bit. Come on, Nasdaq. God damn it. So just speaking of that, again, gonna trail up that high. We did move enough in profit to do that. Really want to see these people liquidated. It's not looking too high. I almost want to. Come on, Nasdaq. I have an appointment. I gotta leave it. It's late nines. Oh my god. This is absolutely the last trade. I mean, it's finally getting to time to. But come on, flush down. Flush down. Flush down, Nasdaq. Flush down, Nasdaq. Liquidate all these motherfuckers. It's all free liquidity for you. Right here, NASDAQ. It's all free liquidity for you. I'm really getting tired of this. I was like, giving it the last go, but I'm just gonna trade this trade as it is. Again, it's just another trade. Stop loss. I'm not gonna trail it any differently. I'm not gonna close a position early. It's outside of my system. I'm literally just going to see if NASDAQ will finally move, and if not, I'll be done for the day. It'll be like a 10K loss if it hits. Whatever. That's the risk that I take. So. Still not maximum risk on the day. But yeah. God damn it. Dude, I'm really tired of this shit. Holy fuck. Alright. Whatever. It's about 9,000 bucks. Alright. Well, that's about it. I'm really angry. I'm not gonna lie. I have to reflect on that. Like, I am just so fucking angry right now. God damn it. It's really gonna just like keep doing this shit. Dear Lord. Still all that losing, like it feels so shitty, but it was all it was still less than a maximum risk, or I should say, still less than a full risk trade on the day, which, this is the shitty part about my risk management system is like, I need periods of where we actually fucking have like consistency and we're like basically what I need is like periods of winning multiple days in a row to actually get anywhere. And it angers me a lot when it's just like this shit where I swear to God, I actually don't think this has happened in the past 6 months, like having this many losses on a day, like, and it's still not even one full risk loss, but it's still like, it pisses me off because Friday, one big on lower, like now my risk is gonna have to be lower on the next day, right? And it's like, so like Friday was one big on that, have more risk today. I'm conservative on it though because I realize like the conditions we're in, but then at the same time, I still end up losing a relatively, modest or moderate amount, and are gonna have to cut risk back again. And it's like I fucking lost 4 trades in a row. It's like that just never happens to me almost. So I don't know. I just angry to be honest. I'm gonna get off the charts. It's at the end of my trading time, but this is really pissing me off too. Like, can you imagine it just fucking rails? I mean, that would really piss me off, dude. I'm gonna watch a little bit. Just get sore in the fucking eye looking at that shit, but alright, I'm definitely gonna get off. I'll be back tomorrow. I guess Friday's July 4th, so yeah, just gonna keep evaluating based risk based on the higher time frame, and then as well as trailing drawdown. I have lower trailing drawdown now, like much lower. Well, not much. I mean, yes, it is much lower. So maximum risk gets lower. It's just the way that it goes. It sucks, but it's just the nature of the game. So